We did it. It's Friday, and boy, does it feel like it. This has been a really busy week. Today was a lot of running around, a lot of different bits and pieces. I got 2 more chapters off to editing, which is very cool. That only leaves 2 chapters left to go off to editing, not counting a little single page introduction. So, book's going along really nicely. I also put live the pledge manager for the Ways and Means campaign. Yesterday we did our smoke test, which is just when you only send out about it's 5% of your backers you send the pledge survey to, and we had about 2,800 backers for Ways and Means, but 5% of those all came out well. Oh, hello kitten, you're here to be a pain. This is it, the instant I filmed down here. It's just cat time. So we did the smoke test, and that went well, so we were happy enough to push live on the big button now, which means that folk can start going to pre-order if they missed out on the campaign, and people can just start managing their pledges, picking up extra add-ons, and it's another big milestone in the process of the book reaching people. So big day, big way to finish off the week, and I am shattered. It's been a long one, not been getting the best sleeps, etc. with my ankles, so that's been a pain. So I figured that tonight, since it's Friday, why not just have a look at my read pile. I'm always picking up lots of role-playing games. I think role-playing games are one of those things where the best mentorship you can get is just reading a lot of role-playing games. Going to conventions, etc., picking up anything and everything you can get your hand on, little indie things, big things, and reading as much as you can. Hello, yes, you're very attention-seeking, I get you. So yeah, I thought we could have a little look through my read pile and see kind of what I'm looking at, what I'm enjoying right now. I always end up with this massive stack of books to go through for research and enjoyment purposes, and I thought, hey, why not? Let's have a look at them. So this is the current read pile I am making my way through. A lot of these are pickups from UK Games Expo in July or Tabletop Scotland just a couple months ago. I think the oldest one on the pile here is Daggerheart, which is the big one from Darrington Press. It is chonky, it is full of art. I actually got this back when it launched in July, and I haven't actually had a solid read through it yet. I had a good skim through, mostly looking at production quality and how they have done all of their spreads and illustrations, but I didn't get a chance to read through it fully because I handed it off to a friend who was really interested so that she could do like unboxing streams and all this kind of stuff, because they were very difficult to get a hold of in the early days. So I've got it back now, and it's on my list to read, but it's such a... it's a monolithic book. How many pages is this? It's like 360, 370. It's a chunky book, so it's currently sitting as the foundation for my to-read pile, but very interested in seeing how that one goes. The one that I'm actively reading right now is Lord Have Mercy Upon Us, which is the first campaign book for Doomsong by Caesar Inc. I actually picked this up along with the core book and everything back at UK Games Expo, and these books are gorgeous. I keep ranting about these books whenever I am making recordings because there's just so much going on, they're so well put together, and it's just because I'm reading through these right now, so they're at the top of my mind, and I think they are wonderfully crafted books. So I'm currently working through this, and this is their big adventure book, and it's got that Caesar Inc. style where everything is nicely, all the adventures are nice single page spread locations and all that good stuff. So I'm really enjoying this one as I go through and read it. This is what I'm actively reading right now. What else is on the list? I've got a couple of little zines that I picked up from Tabletop Scotland. We've got a solo mode for Pit Crawler. I'm always interested in how people sort of tack on solo modes to existing games, so I grabbed this. This was like a little cheapy one, just to see how they've done it. and it seems like a nice, very nice put together, simple layout little thing. Quite a nice quality zine, so I'll get through this. I picked this one up out of interest. This is from Skeleton Code Machine, and it is nominally a make your own tabletop role playing game adventure. So it's a little how to guide on writing an adventure for role playing games, getting it published or whatever. Funnily enough, I bought this only to learn that it's been printed upside down and back to front by accident. So I actually have to read this backwards and upside down to go through it. But it might be of interest to some folk who are, looking for a bit of research into writing your own games. But I've not got a full vibe check on it yet, just because I've not given it a proper deep dive. These, oh man, I've not spoke about these yet. These are some of the zines from Neon Rot. Let me get this out of its slip. Alright, so the folk over at Neon Rot make these wonderful little zines that are these punk, sort of often horror sci-fi zines, and they have this wonderful art style. This one in particular is kind of like a Junji Ito world of horror, Japanese sort of low-res horror, but the way that they do a lot of their illustrations is sort of photo bashing, bringing together, making illustrations, and then taking photographs with an old Game Boy camera and bringing those in. So the illustrations are so crunchy and fun, and they just all come together into these really interesting little zines. So I'm always keen to see what the folk over at Neon Rot are doing. I'm a massive Junji Ito fan as well. Look at this. Oh man. Great, so crunchy. Wonderful textures for such a simple zine. So yeah, Neon Rot, Chrono Gaiden. Check them out if you can. What else have we got? Milk Bar is another one. It's not a... would I still classify this as a zine? I don't think so. It's a little bit bigger than a zine in terms of it's actually got a spine on it, which is always nice. This is a game by Eric. And it's post-Soviet science fiction role-playing in a Poland that never was. And this has been, again, it's a really clean, really nice layout, but I've not had a chance to go through this one really at all yet, so I'm curious to see what the haps is. Alright, Stygian Library. This is from Soul Muppet, and I picked this up largely because of the form factor. This feels like something that has come out of an old library, which I'm always big for. This is like a cloth cover, and you can see it's like printed on cloth, and it feels very nice, kind of like slightly scratchy, hard wearing. And this is a setting guide / adventure system agnostic, where you've got a sort of non-Euclidean library that people can enter from different places. And I believe that there's some adventure stuff going on here, but again, I've not had a chance to read this one yet. Largely picked up for the form factor, because it does seem very lovely. Good paper choice, good paper choice. I think this is like a Munkin, maybe. Knowing Zach at Soul Muppet. Stygian Library. Give that one a read. Last one on the read file is An Infinity of Ships. Just a little hardback book that's all about randomly generating spaceships for, I don't know, whatever reason you might need to randomly generate spaceships. It's all system agnostic, and it's all just tables and inspiration and a beautiful little laid out thing, and just tables upon tables upon tables, really nice clean little illustrations. And yeah, I'm looking forward to diving into this one because I am a sucker for spaceships, and I want to see what kind of interesting spaceships and everything you can roll up with this. That's the read pile. I'm excited to get through a bunch of it, and I try to keep the read pile about, this size. That way I've always got something to pick up and read. I've got like some zines that I can quickly grab, or if I'm wanting to analyze something chunkier, I can dive in here. So what do you think? Anything on there that interests you? Anything you want to hear my takes on? anything I should add to my read pile? What have you been reading lately? In the meantime, I am going to go because it is Friday night and I am going to go relax, play some video games, and bask in the glory of a week well done. And, of course, I shall see you tomorrow. I don't really know what we're going to do tomorrow, but we'll find something. Bye for now.